everybody, this is Tommy G.
And PJ.
And we got some R&R down here in sunny Hawaii, and it is good to be out here, although we're here in business, ain't we?
Yes, we are. We are in for some good business, hopefully.
Yeah, now we're finishing up the series against the division rivals, the Nemesis. They are the Nemesis. And we played them earlier in the season on the third game, I think it was, right? You were saying?
Yes.
Yeah, they beat us 11-5. Japani pitched that game as well. But we were going up against Harbormouth. Today I think we're doing the Mabets, you say.
Yes, we are. We're going up against Heidi Mabets, although we will see Harbormouth. It's a 2-game set in Hawaii, so we'll get a little tan while we're here. But it's going to be Japani against Mabets today, and then the next game will be Lavon versus Harbormouth.
So they got a negative 39 run differential. We got a positive 6. So if there's any team we got to beat, this could really help us out in this division run. We're 4.5 games out of first place, with not a whole lot of games left. Where are we in the season here? View the schedule.
Game 34.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we got 10 more games after this one.
Yeah.
So we really need to do something here to get back in. And then if we want to do the wild card standings, we're giving half out of that. So we're actually closer to the wild card than that's our only chance, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, I doubt very highly over the next 10 games we'll be able to catch and pass the Sirloins with a 21-11 record and a plus 68 run differential.
Yeah.
I think our best hope is the wild card game. But again, there are a lot of teams ahead of us. And even if we can finish with the same record, there's a lot of teams in our conference with better run differentials. Actually, it looks like it's only going to be our division.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, we're going to have 2 teams from our division get in there, but first and second. Anyway, let's talk about that. What?
And the Herbisaurs, who took us for 2 games, sitting in second place, 18-14 plus 29 run differential. They're going to be tough to catch in the next 10 games.
They are. Well, let's get that last game out of the way. Kind of what happened there. So it was. For the longest time, the Beewolves had no offense, and the defense and the pitching really carried them. And in this last game, we got a lot of offense. I mean, we should be proud about scoring 13 runs, but then losing 14-13. That finally the defense collapsed, pitching collapsed. It all just caved in on us.
Yeah, and that was the thing. The shocker is that you go through the beginning of that game and like Tommy pointed out, the offense was finally clicking, but the pitching was rolling.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was like the 8th inning, it just fell apart. And even though you pull a pitcher, bring in a new pitcher, it didn't seem to change the outcome. It's just the sawteeth went on a tear, and there was nothing we could do to stop it.
Well, we'll describe it. Alora Franco started the scoring at the top of the first with an outfield single to right field. There was some confusion whether the ball would be caught or not, which results in Buster Biggs getting tagged out at second, but Hurley Bender crosses the plate, and it's 1-0. Then at the top of the third, Steve Monstour gets an RBI with this single in the center field. And the next batter, here we go, let's just play out. And the next batter, Gina Torrance, gets just her second home run of the season with 2 on, and it's a 5-0 Beewolves tear. They finally got the offensive goal, like you're saying. Gina Torrance, 5-0, you start to let your guard down a little.
Yes, sir.
The Beewolves then started by playing solid defense as well. I mean, they had a couple really strong plays, like this diving catch by Magic Moore in the outfield. They had pitching, and even the pitcher, Beavis Ortiz, gets in the offensive game with this outfield single RBI to make it a 6-0 lead. We think we both thought this game was in the bag at this point. Bertha Banks then makes another great catch with this dive to keep the sawteeth off the board, another example of great defense. But Kobe Kingman finally breaks the seal for the teeth in the bottom of the 6th with his outfield single, bringing in 2 runs. He's definitely much improved this season. But the Beatles' defense seemed to begin to crumble, no longer carrying a team in an offensive drought, and Bertha Banks waits a bit too long on a rundown with Kobe Kingman, and he beats the throw to the plate. It was a sloppy play. which shouldn't have resulted in a score. Buster Biggs puts the Beewolves up at another point at the top of the 8th with this single into left field. Gina Torrance gets a piece of this one in the same side, and Bertha Banks hits one into the outfield with bases loaded and 2 outs. And the Beewolves have what would seem to be an insurmountable lead at 11-3. Kind of like what you said before the game. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion this game was won 11-3. But D.P. Turner starts what would be the largest comeback we've ever seen with this 1-out single in the bottom of the 8th, bringing in 2 runs. Godfrey Storm then keeps it going with his outfield single, bringing in another. Johnny Baggs then tags one into the outfield, bringing in 2 more, all still with only 1 out on the board. Banks then makes another mistake as she misses a tag on a Ron Gennaro grounder before throwing to the base where no one was going, and it's a 1-run lead. Kobe Kingman then nails a grounder straight to Hanley Dexteras, but the runner from third somehow beats out the throw, and the 8-run lead evaporates in 1 inning, but it's not over. Lester Bronco comes up and nails one into the outfield, bringing in yet another run, and the Sawteeth end a 9-run inning, all with only 1 out on the board. They got 9 runs without tailing an additional out.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Well, the Beewolves jump back in it, though. In the top of the 9th, Billy LeBoink drills one out in the left field, bringing in Dexteras to tie it up. And then Alora Franco comes up, and she drives one out into right center field, bringing LeBoink in, and the Beewolves are back on top, coming back, keeping in there. But Johnny Baggs strikes again in the bottom of the 9th against Smack Avery, and the game is all tied up. And then Ron Gennaro comes up, caps off the comeback with yet another outfield single, and the Beewolves drop the game by a score of 14-13. I was going to be sick. So, that was disgusting. Want to tell me about the score on some of these other games, Pete? I think you're muted, because I don't hear you talking. You still there? Did you get up and get something to drink? Let's see. So Pete is currently muted. Something's happened with his microphone, and while he's struggling to determine what's going on, I guess I will call these 5 games, these other 5 games that happened before this game, and then when Pete gets sorted out, we'll figure out what's going on there. All right, so it starts off, there's 2 game series. You got the Gold Coats at the Overdogs playing 2. You got the Platypi at the Hot Corners playing 2. And in the middle, you got the Moose and the Jacks. So the first game, Gold Coats at the Overdogs in Los Angeles, goes a little something like this. Gold Coats jump out to an early lead. Overdogs come back, and then the Gold Coats end up winning at 7-6. Platypi go to St. Louis, play the Hot Corners. Platypi take it 2-0. Michigan Moose at Houston against the Jacks, and the Moose win it 6-4. The Gold Coats go back to LA to play the Overdogs, and they take it another one 8-2, and the Platypi try to get 2, and they do 4-1 against the Hot Corners, which leaves us in a situation. Did I hear you come back on, Pete? Okay, Pete's still out there. Well, he's trying to figure out his audio. If you need to send a message, send it on Steam, because if I hear, I can't really flop over to the other screen. So it sounds like Pete just dropped off. He's going to try to pick up his mic here in the studio, tripping over some cables. But let's start in the Pioneer Conference, Pathfinder Division. The Houston Crocs, 21-11. They have a half-game lead ahead of the Los Angeles Blowfish at 21-12. Pete? Okay, I heard you come back on, and your mic made like a click sound. So, I think it's something to do with your microphone connection, maybe? Not exactly sure. I'll keep doing some of this pregame by myself while you figure that out. And then if I get to the game portion, we'll have to do a little TV timeout. Okay, so Uncharted, but you know what? Whenever you think you got something, keep saying something, and eventually it'll come in. Uncharted Division, Wild Pigs, New York Wild Pigs are 23-11. I think looks like the best record in the league right now. They have a 2.5 game lead against the Platypi, who just won a couple games there. Now they're 20-13, so they're making a run for it. The New York Wild Pigs is plus 69 run differential, also the best in the league. So they're the team to beat. Down the Jersey division, the Grapplers, the San Jose Grapplers, are 18-16. They've got a 1.5 game lead against the Phoenix Sandcats, who are 16-17. Up in our conference, the Seafair division, you got the Houston Jacks.
Hello?
Hey there. There you go.
Hey. All right, cool. I don't know what's happening with my mic. I'm sorry about that. This is weird.
That's all right. We got you're back in the booth. All right. I'm going through the standings. I did the whole Pioneer Conference. You want to do the Explorer Conference?
Okay. Hold on. All right. Here we are. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. All right. Standings. Okay. Pioneer Explorer Conference, Seafair Division. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Over in the Explorer Conference, the Seafair Division, the Seafair Division is knotted up pretty tight. The Jacks right now maintaining first place with a record of 15-17 and a minus 31 run differential, but they just hold a mere half-game lead over the front runners, the Gold Coats, and the Heaters. So there's a three-way to lock up for second place. All three of those teams with records of 15-18, and like I said, a half game out. Down in the Trade Division, the Sirloins, we talked about them earlier. They have that 21-11 record. And the plus 68 run differential. That puts them second to the Wild Pigs, Tom, in both record and run differential. It looks like the Wild Pigs are 23-11 with a plus 69. So Sirloin's doing really well this season. The Beewolves, of course, 4.5 games out of first place with a plus 6 run differential with a record of 17-16. Down in the Curiosity Division, the Moonstars, with a record of 22-12, have a 5.5 game lead over the second place Sawteeth, who are sitting in second place with a record of 17-18.
Wow. Yeah, and that brings us to today's game, regular season game 34-44, right? After this game, there's only 10 left. So
yes,
first of two games here at the Shaka Sports Turf in Hawaii. It's the 17-16 Beewolves against the 13-20 Nemesis. The Nemesis are those extreme defensive experts, which they held us fairly well off the board the last time. They got good power and contact as well, so they're underrated in their offense. But defensively, they can really hold you back because they're pitching. That's their weakness. We're gonna put our starter out there, the locked-in Fran Japani, who really carried the day in that last game where we needed her to come in Beavis Ortiz's absence. Fran throws the ball harder than most. She's got good junk, and she's pretty accurate. So she's got a 4-2 record on the season. She's wants to keep that in the win column. Actually got a 5.22 ERA and a 1.20 whip.
Yes, sir. And backing her up, the notable players, Laura Franco at first base with exceptional power, good ability to connect, and good speed on the base pass. She's hitting .346 with 8 home runs. Hanley Dexter is the shortstop with a little bit better than average power and excellent connectivity and excellent speed on the base pass. He's hitting .359 with 9 home runs. And then Buster Biggs, the left fielder, who's got good power, better than average ability to connect, and good speed on the base pass. He's hitting .300 on the season with 4 home runs. So there's some offense there, Tommy. I just don't know where it's been at.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that keeps going, and then we get the defense locked back in. But they're going to be going against the Nemesis starter, the right-hander Heidi Mabetz. And Heidi Mabetz doesn't throw the ball too hard. She's got okay junk, but she's known mostly for her accuracy. She's got a 1-3 record on the season, a 6.75 ERA, and a 1.45 whip.
Yeah, and going behind Mabetz today for the Nemesis, Jock Sports, who's locked in. He plays shortstop. He's got excellent power, excellent connectivity, and about average speed on the base pass. And he's hitting .321 with 14 home runs on the season. Again, being locked in right now, he's outperforming his career stats. So he's going to look a little bit better out there than usual. Jackie Slam, the center fielder, with good power, excellent ability to connect, and better than average speed in a base pass. She's hitting .240 with 4 home runs. And then Flash Ladar, good old Flash, the second baseman. He's got better than average speed. He's got extreme fielding and an extreme arm out there. So a good defense player. Again, the name Flash Ladar, he's got to come through defensively, right? Yeah. He's locked in, so he's outperforming his career stats. So you're going to see some defensive fireworks by Ladar, I'm sure, today. He's hitting .295 on the season with no home runs, though.
Wow, yeah, and I saw on the ticker tells me Jock Sports has got the third best slugging percentage in the league. So being locked in, he's a dangerous guy to throw to today.
Yes, he is. Japani may at some point have to try to throw around him maybe, or give him a free pass just to get to the person behind him.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Maybe we can knock him down a peg. All right.
Bean him. I like the idea. I'm down for it. Let's bean him.
All right, got the lineup from the assistant coach. Looks like this handy Dexter is going to start first. He's playing shortstop. Batting first, Buster Biggs going to bat second, play left field. Batting third is Bertha Banks, and she'll play third. Batting fourth and cleat up first base, Laura Franco. Batting fifth and at right field, Billy LeBoink. At second base, Gina Torrens. And batting sixth. And center field, Magic Moore batting seventh. Is basically your usual suspects. Eliza Peck's going to come in today. Steve Monstores asked for a little bit of rest, so we'll see Peck behind the plate. And then you got Frangipani in the mound, the locked-in Frangipani. She throws the forefinger, the two-finger, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. But I got a printer going here in the booth with me, Pete.
Very good. You're printing out the latest stats, are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are busy. It's a busy crew up here. It's a team effort.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What a night.
I think Fields just threw another interception.
You got an umbrella in your drink there, Pete?
I do. So we're up here in Shaka Sports Turf, a night game. Ooh, nice night game.
Yeah. I don't know if we played night here before.
No, I'm not sure. Stevens at third base, Slam at center field, Sports at shortstop, Taters at first base, Yatter in right field, Pickleford in left field, Ayoshima catching Ledar, the second baseman, and Mabet's pitching. So as the Nemesis take the field, Hanley Dexteris, Buster Biggs, and Bertha Banks going to face off against Heidi Mabet's and that 6.75 ERA. Let's get it on. Come on, Beewolves. Hanley Dexteris neutral and fit. He's a tough out and a utility player. He's hitting .359, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs on the season. Swing and a miss, strike one. Allen's low ball one.
No, Hanley.
Allen's fouled off straight back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with no outs. It's foul along the first baseline. Mabet's known as a K-Dud around the league. As a smash. Line drive to Flash Ledar, who does just that. Flashes the Ledar.
And that brings in Buster Biggs hitting 300 this season. Looks like a lot of Beewolves fans made the trip to Hawaii, Pete, which is no big surprise. That one's way outside. Hopefully, Buster Biggs has some better patience for the plate. Ooh, but he swings early on that one, or even at one apiece. First a ball, then a strike. Swings a little roller to Jock Sports at shortstop. Throws it over to first. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Bertha.
Up steps Bertha Banks, the third baseman. She's neutral and fit. She's hitting .337, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs on the season. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. Allen's high ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Base is empty for Banks. There's a smash. It's going into left center field. And it's going to be caught by Brian Pickleford just at the wall. Looked like maybe it would come off the wall, but no such luck. So 3 up, 3 down. We're going into the bottom of the first. Isabel Stevens, Jackie Slam, and Jock Sports going to face off against Fran Japani and her 5.22 ERA.
Number 14.
All right. Isabel Stevens at the plate. She's got power against right-handers, but she's facing the locked-in Frangipani. We're going to get the bottom of the first underway here with this first pitch. Inside hit hard to Hanley Dexteris, who's going to pick it up, double pump, whip it to first, and get 1 pitch, 1 out. That's good pace.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But now that brings in Jackie Slam, who's a tough out, great contact hitter, good power. She's .240 on the season with 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. Fans on their feet. First one whistles inside for a strike. 0-1 the count. Ooh, wow. Hard hit on a breaking pitch. First baseline foul. And it's 0-2. Japani's ahead in the count. Oh, another breaking pitch gets her low inside. No swing strikeout. Way to get in there, Franny.
The shortstop,
You know, Jock Sports. This is what we were talking about before we started. It's a locked in against locked in. 5th pitch by Japani. Misses the outside corner, ball 1. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Still no score here in Honolulu, Hawaii. In a crazy shirt that guy's got back there on the left side. 2 balls. She's trying to get him to chase something. The angry-looking Sports in the left-hand batter's box hits hard over Bertha Banks into left field. That's going to be extra bases. Buster Biggs chasing it down in the corner, and he's going to throw it in. And Sports on his way to third. Goes to third. They throw to second to hold him up, and the pitch is thrown away into the dugout, and Sports gets an into-park run home run.
Ouch. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't even know it was possible. They went to second to hold him up, but he never slowed down. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. And luckily, that one was a rocketed foul on the first base line by Mashed Taters. 234, 6 home runs. There's a strike. We're 0-2 with 2 outs. Japani needs one more. Can she drop Taters and get the Beewolves back up the plate again? Swing and miss, strike 3. There's a K when you need it, Pete.
All right, so the Nemesis pick up 1 run on 1 hit and an error. So it's 1-0 as we head into the top of the second. Laura Franco, Billy LeBoink, and Gina Torrens going to take a look at Betts, who threw 11 pitches in the first inning. Laura Franco, the first baseman's neutral and fit, hitting .346 with 8 home runs, 19 RBIs on the season.
We do. We need to get back in this after that ugly first one. She was eager. Swing and miss a little early at that first one. 0-1 to count. That one's right in there. She hits that one, but hits a foul. 0-2, but she's facing Takeda.
Come on.
Swings a little early again. Hands out another souvenir. That one misses inside. Ball. Good patience, Laura. That one's also inside. Brushes it back off the plate. Now we're locked up at 2 apiece. That one's right in there. Hits a hard hit. Can it drop? Oh, it's just foul. That was going to be extra bases. There's a hard hit to deep center field. It's going back. It's deep. It's deep. It's caught at the wall by Jacobs.
Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, neutral and fit, favors the high pitch. He's hitting .386, 2 home runs, 22 RBIs on the season. 1 out, base is empty for LeBoink. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Billy LeBoink. There's a smash, and Jock Sports is laid out for it. Picks it up, makes the throw to first for 2 of the second out. Emma Betts takes a hit, takes a jump in pride. Gina Torrens, the second baseman, stepping in.
She's .381 on the season. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. First pitch misses inside, ball. 1-0 to count. Second pitch low away. She hits a little looper in the left field, and she gets it. Pickleford picks it up. She has to come back. But finally a single there by the Beewolves, Pete.
Yes, sir. We broke the seal. Now, let's go. Magic Moore, the center fielder. He's got hitting .319 with 8 home runs, 23 RBIs. A great arm on the catcher for the Nemesis. First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs with a runner at first. There's a smash, and that's going into center field. Everybody's going to be running with 2 outs. And Jackie Slam's able to run back and make the catch for the 3rd out. So we're heading into the bottom of the second. Beewolves nothing, Nemesis 1. Javi Yatter, Brian Pickleford, and Memoria Ayoshima going to have their first at bat. Japani threw 10 pitches with 2 strikeouts and gave up 1 hit in her half of the first. Javi Yatter, the right fielder, is tense but fit. He's an RBI dud, but he favors the outside pitch. Yatter's hitting .269. Takes the first pitch for a ball 1. Yatter with 6 home runs, 12 RBIs on the season. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Javi Yatter, the Nemesis right fielder.
Oh.
There's a smash, and that's going into left field, and that's out of here. Javi Yatter has just hit a home run. That traveled 425 feet. That's his 7th home run and 13th RBI of the season, and the Nemesis are now up 2-0. This is a deep park, Tommy. Brian Pickleford is tense but fit. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting .225 with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. That's inside, ball 1. Yeah, that wall was 400. It has got to be 423 feet. 423 feet, I'm sorry. That's in it for called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs to Brian Pickleford. There's a roller to Franco. Pick it up, make the run over to first for the first out. So 1 down, and Memori Ayoshima, the catcher, Ayoshima, I'm sorry, hitting .245, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs on the season. 1 out, base is empty for Ayoshima. There's a roller. Oh, who are you giving me?
Oh.
And she's able to beat out the throw from Hanley Dexteris. Flash Ladar, the second baseman's locked in and fit. He's hitting 295. No home runs, but 10 RBIs. Not a lot of speed at first base in Aoshima. I can't get her at second. Aoshima is able to get the second safely, but they get Flash Ladar at first. Heidi Betts, the pitcher, comes in. She's hitting 333 with no home runs, 2 RBIs. 2 outs now with a runner at second. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Allen's high ball 2. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Finally delivers, called third strike, and we're out of the inning. But once again, the Nemesis put another run on the board. It's Beewolves nothing, Nemesis 2 as we get into the top of the third. Eliza Peck, Fran Japani's first time at bat. And then we're back at the top of the order with Hanley Dexteras. Heidi Betts throwing 25 pitches and giving up 1 hit.
Number 50.
Eliza Peck, the catcher's neutral and fit, hitting 241 with a home run and 8 RBIs.
That's pretty good. Reaches out, hits that one off the net, foul, one of the count. Top of the third, 2-0 Nemesis. That one misses inside. Good patience by Peck. 1 apiece. That one's inside, but she hits a liner. Jumping Jock Sports makes the grab.
Up steps the starting pitcher, Fran Japani. She's neutral fit, hitting 200 on the season. Base is empty with an out in the top of the third. There's a smash foul along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike. That's in there for called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes with an out. That's popped up, foul, out of play. Heidi Betts, a K-dud. Allen's inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. There's a smash. Oh, and the third baseman knocks it down, but she's not. Oh, and she's able to make the throw in time for the second out. So 2 down now, and Hanley Dexteras stepping in. He's 0 for 1 today.
He was kind of surprised Japani didn't make that run out. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Still just 1 hit by the Beewolves. Trying to get in the third. They're trying to get their second hit. 2 quick balls to Hanley Dexteras. The Betts throwing around. Good patience by Hanley. Ball 3. Hey, you can just get the base for free. Strike on the outside corner, but chances are she's not going to throw 2 strikes. It's a roller at Jock Sports. That's going to be the third out.
Yep. So we're heading into the bottom of the third. Beewolves, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Nemesis, 2 runs on 3 hits. Isabel Stevens, 0 for 1. Jackie Slam, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Jock Sports, 1 for 1 with a triple. Japani throwing 23 pitches.
Isabel Stevens coming in, power against right-handers, 0 for 1 on the day. The Beewolves got to clamp down defensively, and they got to get that offense kick-started again. First pitch is low and inside to Isabel Stevens. 1-0 the count. Stevens played for the Frontrunners last season. That one misses as well. And they got 2-0. Fran Japani delivered a third pitch. Breaking pitch. Jumping Gina grabs that one at second base.
Nice play, Gina. Nice.
Jackie Slam now 0 for 1 on the day. Good power hitter, good contact hitter. Swinging with strike 1. Jammed her inside. Good pitch by Fran Japani, getting ready to throw a 28th pitch to Eliza Peck right here. Check, swing, and boy, that was a little inside. I thought it made it. But we're even at 1 apiece. Hard hit into the left field, I'm sorry. Buster Biggs dives for it, can't quite get it. They're both chasing it back to the wall. She's going for third. Here comes the throw, and it's not in time. It's a triple. And with 1 out, you got a runner at third, and Jock Sports at the plate. He was locked in and fit. He's 1 for 1 with a triple RBI because he crossed the plate. The outfield's going deep for Mr. Sports. That was an inside corner, strike 1 by Fran Japani. Second pitch, low and away, swings, hits it foul. Now we're at 0-2. So hopefully Japani can put him away. Breaking pitch to Gina Torrance, who's going to come home fast. That was a slow throw. 3-0 now. They didn't get the runner. She got it in plenty of time, and it just lofted. Did you see that?
I did.
Check swing strike 1. And now it's 3-0 Nemesis. Ugh, just disgusting. That one misses low, 1 apiece. Tater hits a hard one to deep center field. It's going back. Magic Moore is going. Makes the grab. The runners have to come back to second for that second out. I was a little worried about that, Pete.
Yeah.
Javier now.
Again, it's such a deep park. It's kind of, those would normally be dangerous hits, but in this park they're just long fly balls.
Yeah. Javier.
The biggest concern is it going over the head.
Oh no!
Like that,
I like that one. Yeah, there it is. Here comes another run. It takes all day for the pitch to come in. It's now 4-0 Nemesis.
Yep.
Oh, this is not looking good, Pete. Brian Pickleford is tense. 0 for 1. Contact against right-handers. You got 2 outs. Frangipani not tense yet. Misses inside with that one. 1-0 the count to Pickleford. That one low and away makes it in for strike. 1 apiece. Got a runner at second base and 2 outs. That one misses outside. Ball 2. Third pitch, swing and a miss on the inside corner. Strike 2. 2-2-2. 1 more to go. There's a breaking pitch. It's a hard foul ball toward the Beewolves dugout. Still knotted up at 2 apiece. Can she put him away? Hard hit down the line. Luckily, that's foul. Now we're still at 2-2-2. Fans on their feet. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 in the bat toss. Ugh.
But they put 2 more on the board, and slowly but surely the Beewolves are getting, this one's getting out of hand. Nemesis 4, Beewolves nothing as we head in the top of the 4th. Buster Biggs 0 for 1, Bertha Banks 0 for 1, Laura Franco 0 for 1, Mabetts at 38 pitches. And giving up 1 hit so far. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral, and fit 0 for 1 today. Nobody on, nobody out. 4-0 Nemesis. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Swing and fouled off along the first baseline. No balls, 2 strikes with no outs. Mabetts now locked in. There's a smash that's getting into center field, and Slam's able to chase it down for the first out. 1 down, and nobody out.
Here's a Bertha Banks 0 for 1. Gotta get some Beewolves on the bases. Put a rally here. Some Beewolves fans standing up there in the right field. First one misses for a ball, 1-0 the count. Second one misses the ball, 2-0. On top of a big sneeze by Mabetts. Getting ready to throw her 44th pitch in the top of the 4th. Right in there, Bertha Banks hits a nice liner in the right center field. She's going to pass first base on her way to second. And she's going to walk in, slide in for a nice double. Way to go, Bertha.
All right, Bertha, let's get something going here now. Laura Franco, the first baseman's 0 for 1 today, but she's neutral and fit. Hitting .343 with 8 home runs. Runner at second base with only 1 out. Franco takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Allen's up, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Franco behind in the count now.
Oh.
That's a roller back to Mabetts. And Bertha Banks is going to get called out. No, she's going to get called out. And, yeah, dagnabbit. Heads up play. They went to third, and Bertha Banks got thrown out. So 2 outs now with a runner at first base, and Billy LeBoink stepping in.
Billy LeBoink stands at the plate, 383. Ooh, that one's low, but it makes it in for a strike. 1-1 to count. 2 outs now for the runner at first. It's a hard hit to right field, but that's going to be caught by Javier for the 3rd out. Doggone it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're heading into the bottom of the 4th. It's Nemesis 4, Beewolves nothing. Memoria Yoshima 1 for 1, Flash there 0 for 1, and Heidi Mabetts 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Japani's at 44 pitches with 4 strikeouts though today. Giving up 5 hits, 4 of those across the plate. Tommy Memoria Aoshima, the catcher, stepping in. She's 1 for 1. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Allen's a low ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Aoshima.
Is that possible?
There's a roller, and that's going to be fair ball, and it's just over the third base line and in for a fair ball. So Aoshima reaches first, 2 for 2. Flash Ladar is 0 for 1 today. Aoshima with does not have a lot of speed at first base. First pitch to Ladar is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's fouled straight back. So Ladar's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with no outs. There's a smash, and that's going to be out of Gina Torrens' wheelhouse. Rolls into center field for a single. So now there's runners at first and second with no outs, and Heidi Mabetts, the pitcher, steps in. She's locked in 0 for 1 today. Babette shows bunt, and let's see, right trigger, and she shows bunt again, and now it's no balls, 2 strikes with no outs. Babette shows bunt a 3rd time, but she pulls it back. Ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Catch it.
It's popped up into the air.
Oh, she drops it.
And Eliza Peck was there but couldn't make the catch, so she was able to field the ball and throw out, and Babette's out at first. So 1 down, and runners now at 2nd and 3rd. And Isabel Stevens, who's got power versus right-handed pitching, is in. I didn't see what she's hitting right now. That one's fouled off hard along the first baseline. Stevens is just pounds the ball every time she makes contact. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. That's fouled straight back. So now Stevens finds herself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Isabel Stevens goes down on strikes. A timely strikeout there for Japani. So now there's 2 outs. And Jackie Slam, the center fielder, she's 1 for 2 with a triple. Play the batter here, though. The Beewolves will play the batter with 2 outs. First pitch is fouled back. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. That's fouled off as well. So now Slam is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. She is known around the league as a tough out, though. That one's inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and she gets Jackie Slam. Way to go, Fran Japani gets herself out of trouble there and holds the Nemesis off the board for the first time in the game. So as we head into the top of the 5th, it's no runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Beewolves, 4 runs on 7 hits with no errors. Gina Torrance 1 for 1, Magic Moore 0 for 1, and Eliza Peck 0 for 1.
The second baseman,
Gina Torrance, the second baseman, stepping in. She's 1 for 1 with a single. Babette delivers. That's smashed right up the middle into center field for a clean single, and Gina Torrance is on base.
All right.
For the 2nd time today. Lead off single.
Good start. Magic Moore coming up. Now hopefully the Beewolves get some real offense going. There she goes for 2nd. Late swing foul. 0-1 the count. 2nd pitch.
No.
Swing and miss, strike 2. There she goes again. That's a ball low. That goes. Goes to 3rd. She's running for 3rd. It's going to slide in there. And yes, Gina Torrance gets the steal. And now she's at 3rd base. 90 feet from home. Going for the sacrifice, but he bunts foul and strikes out.
Dag nabbit. Tried to do your trick. Eliza Peck 0 for 1 today. Single scores a run, 1 out with a runner at 3rd base.
Oh, no.
That's popped up.
God, it's shallow, too.
Into shallow, yeah. The shortstop is there to make the catch for the 2nd out. So now it's 2 outs with a runner at 3rd.
Oh, gone. And Fran Japani comes up 0 for 1 of the days. Like you said, a single gets us on the board. That one's right in there. Hits foul, though. 3rd baseline, 0-1 the count. That one's right in there for a strike as well. Now 0-2. She's got 1 left, but she's facing a K-Dud. Oh, swing and a miss at a bad pitch outside, and that's it.
Yep. Beewolves nothing. Nemesis 4. Jock Sports 1 for 2 with a triple mash. Taters 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Javier 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Frangipani's at 62 pitches with 6 strikeouts, giving up 7 hits. Jock Sports locked in and fit. 1 for 2 with a triple and 2 RBIs.
Yeah, the outfield's going to go deep for Mr. Sports. Because you never know. Pitch number 63, up near the hands, misses. 1-0 the count. Breaking pitch in there for strike, check swing. We're not up at 1 apiece. 3rd pitch goes high, misses ball 2-1 to Jock Sports. 4-0 Nemesis in the bottom of the 5th. A little hit to Gina Torrance here. Just pick up off the ground. Fake over to 1st and throw it. 1 out. It's good to get past him. They got mashed Taters up. He's 0 for 2. Looking a little tense. And Fran Japani's into her 60s and pitches swing and a miss, strike 1 to Taters in the left-hand batter's box, who's a punishing hitter. Breaking pitch, which this is just low. We're needing even at 1 apiece. Fouls up, swing and a miss, strike 3, and a nice split finger inside. 1-2. There he hits a little roller to Dexter's, who picks it up in one bounce, double pump, throw to first, 2 down. Good defense here in this inning so far, Pete. Hopefully they got the hang of it.
Yes, sir.
Yoder, though, 2 for 2 on the day. The outfield's going to go deep because Yoder's been hitting hard. Ooh, that one misses him just high and inside. 1-0 count to Yoder. Anticipated the mid-count, middle down pitch, which misses. 2-0 count. That one high outside makes it strike. 2-1 to Yoder. Here comes the next pitch, a little break pitch fouled off. We're even at 2-2-2. Pitch number 75. Misses outside, ball 3. Now we got a full count to Yoder here. Swing, hits the foul off there. So still 3-2. Going to our 77th pitch by Japani here in the 5th inning. That one makes it in there for the strike. Nice.
Yes, sir. So we're heading into the top of the 6th. Beewolves still held scoreless. So it's Nemesis 4, Beewolves nothing. Hanley Dexter's 0 for 2, Buster Briggs 0 for 2, Bertha Banks 1 for 2 with a double. Mabet's at 59 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits. Her ERA has fallen to 5.4. Hanley Dexter's is 0 for 2 today. Dexter's playing shortstop for the Beewolves. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1.
No.
Swing fouled off along the first baseline. Dexter's is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Babette's is locked in and fit currently. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1. There it is. The shot. Line drive to Jacques Sports, who was able to get in front of it and make the catch for the first out.
Yeah, he shouldn't have swung at that. That was a little low. Buster Biggs also 0 for 2. Facing a K-down. Who's throwing the 64th pitch. Misses for a ball. I thought that was in there. 1-0 count. Buster Biggs. That one's hit hard, but straight to Sports. Going to pick it up, throw it first. 2 down.
Bertha Banks, the third baseman's neutral and fit. 1 for 2 with a double today. Nobody on. 2 outs. Bottom, top of the 6th. There's a smash. That'll get into right field, so Bertha Banks will reach. She'll get on base for the second time today.
All right, Bertha.
Runner at first with 2 outs.
Bertha's getting the job done. I got Laura Franco who's 0 for 2, but she's a power hitter. She could take one out and cut the score in half here. Breaking pitch makes it there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Laura Franco. That one's outside, but she swings. It's a foul. 0-2. Third pitch high inside, misses ball. Good patience there. 1-2 the count. Her 70th pitch coming from the bets right there. Low and right, good patience. 2-2-2 to Laura Franco. Oh, gets that strike out of the inside corner, ends the side.
Going into the bottom of the 6th, it's still 4-0. Brian Pickford 0 for 2, Memoria Aoshima 2 for 2, and Flash Ladar 1 for 2. Japani with 77 pitches, 7 strikeouts, giving up 7 hits.
The left fielder, Brian Pickleford.
Brian Pickleford's tense but fit, but he's 0 for 2 today. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. That one's low, ball 1. Pickleford playing left field for the Nemesis. Haven't heard his name too much today. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Brian Pickleford. That one's high, ball 3. 3-0 to Brian Pickleford. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Japani up to 81 pitches now. That's fouled off along the third baseline, and the count has gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out and nobody on right now. That's in there for called third strike, and Pickleford goes down on strikes. 1 down. Memori Aoshima is tense but fit, but she's 2 for 2 today, Tom. Aoshima takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's inside, ball 1. Aoshima, the catcher. Swing and a miss. And now Aoshima finds herself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. And there's a roller to Fran Japani, who will pick it up, make the throw to Laura Franco for the second out. 2 down, nobody on, and Flash Ladar, the second baseman, the locked-in second baseman, steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a single today. Nobody on for Mr. Ladar. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. There's a smash to Bertha Banks. Will pick it up, make the throw to first for the third out, and we're heading into the top of the 7th. And the score is the same. For Nemesis 4, Beewolves nothing. Billy LeBoink 0 for 2. Gina Torrance 2 for 2. And Magic Moore 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Mabette's at 71 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 4 hits. Her ERA has fallen to 5.19. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, favors the high pitch. He's 0 for 2 today, though. Mabette's delivers. That's hit. On the ground, the flash low there at second will pick it up, make the throw to Taters at first to retire LeBoink. 1 down.
Boy, looking making Lebetts look good. Gina Torrance, so 2 for 2 with 2 singles. So hopefully Gina can make it 3 for 3.
Oh,
swings a little early, gives it a souvenir at first base line. 1 count. That one's outside. Ball 1. Good patience. Good eye. 1 apiece. That one's a little. Oh, that one's in there for a strike. I thought it was a little low. 1 and 2 the count. Gina Torrance. That was way high. An awful pitch, and she swings strike 3.
Now batting, the center fielder, Magic Moore.
Magic Moore, the center fielder, steps up. He's 0 for 2 today. Nobody on, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. That's fouled off along the first baseline. No balls, 1 strike. That's high. Ball 1. That one's outside. Ball 2. Slow. Ball 2. I'm sorry. That's in there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Magic Moore takes the called third strike, and he's set down. Yeah, but Mabette's, for being a K-Dud, has just racked up her 5th strikeout. Wow. Heidi Mabette's, Isabel Stevens, and Jackie Slam coming up at the bottom of the 7th. It's still Nemesis 4, Beewolves nothing. Fran Japani's at 90 pitches with 8 strikeouts, giving up 7 hits. Heidi Mabette's is locked in and fit. She's 0 for 1 today, though.
Yeah, they're going to let her hit because they're up 4-zip, bottom of the 7th.
Yeah.
Beewolves haven't got a single run.
I was going to say, and the Beewolves don't look offensively like they can touch her. So why not let her go for the full, the complete game? 2
quick strikes by Japani there. See if she can put her away at her 93rd pitch. Check swing strike 3, 3-pitch strikeout. Way to go. She didn't like the call, but it was in there. Brings up Isabel Stevens now. It's 10, 0 for 3. Looks like Japani's going to hope to get out of this inning. She's getting a little tired, but she likes her odds. There's a hard hit foul over her own dugout by Stevens. 0-1 the count. Second pitch in the dirt outside. Misses ball 1 apiece. Closing in on 100 pitches. That one's in. It's like strike 2. 1 and 2. Japani spits. Gonna throw 97th. That's a hard hit deep to center field. It's going back. Magic Moore all the way to the wall. A warning track with the catch. 2 outs. Whew. That was close, Pete.
Yeah, it was.
Jackie Slam 1 for 3 with a triple. Crowd on her feet. Don't want to see Slam give it the slam. First pitch in the first strike. 0 the count. Safety off. 98th pitch. Anticipated mid-count strike outside, but it's ball 1 apiece. Losing some velocity is there's a hit foul 1 and 2 the count. Her 100th pitch. 101 right here. Hard hit line foul ball. Still 1 and 2 to Slam. He's going to swing at everything now. Anything that's anywhere near the strike zone. It's another foul ball. They're teeing her off. She's trying to blow her arm out. 1 and 2 the count. Swings. Oh, that one's going to go up the middle. Magic Moore picks it up, throws it in. You got Slam at first. That brings in Jock Sports, the locked in George Box. 1 for 3 with a triple. 2 RBIs. And the outfield's going to go deep, and it looks like they're going to give Japani the towel and go with the backup. Now they tired a couple relievers out, so they're going with Dusty Winder now, who's got a 5.16 ERA, a 1.37 WHIP, and 18 Ks. He's locked in though. He throws the ball hard, and he's got some junk and some accuracy. He's sort of rested. He's mostly rested. He got the 4-finger curveball and the changeup. And the outfield's going to go deep for Jock Sports. Let's see what Winder comes with. His first pitch here, Sports. Waiting for the right signal. Looking at first. Throws it. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Sports. Sports, huge power hitter with great contact as well. So Winder's got to be careful. Swinging and a miss. Nice changeup. Gets him swinging early. 0-2 the count. Fouls that one off the net. Still 0-2. Trying to put him away. Hard hit to Bertha Banks over her head. That's going to be extra bases and another run, I think.
Again.
Yep. The throw to third coming home. Here comes the relay, and it's nowhere near in time. That's the 5th score by the Nemesis, and it's a blowout. Mash Tater's up now, tense. Left-hand batter's box. 4 pitches for that first run. 5th pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 outs left. Still can't convert. He's got 2 strikes. He can't close out with 2 strikes. It just won't happen. There's the hard hit to Billy LeBoink. That's back off the wall. And he's going to get extra bases. Another run's coming in. And it's that 2-strike.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can't, you know.
Can't get around him on 2 strikes. Don't get 2 strikes. Got to get him to hit the ball before that. Javi Utter's 2 for 3. He's got to run out 6-0 Nemesis. Oh, and she hits Javi. He hits Javi. Gives him a free base. And now you got runners at first and second. And 2 outs. And that brings in Brian Pickleford, who's 0 for 3. Got good contact against him, but now Dusty Winter's tense. Hard hit, foul ball. 0-1 the count. The fans are really into it now. The pressure way up. They smell blood in the water. There's strike 2, 0-2 to Pickleford. Swing and a miss, or swings and hits the ball to Bertha Banks, who passes the tag up to throw to first. The 3rd out.
Yes, sir, but they put 2 more on the board, making it 6-0. Eliza Peck 0 for 2. Dusty Winters first at bat. Hanley Dexter is 0 for 3. Heidi Mabetz at 81 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 4 hits. Eliza Peck, the catcher's neutral at pitch. She's 0 for 2 today, hitting .233 with a home run, 8 RBIs. They're going to pull Brian Pickleford out of left field. They're going to put in Churl Dangerfield, primarily a center fielder, but he'll be playing left field. Dangerfield with no errors, hitting .378 on the season with 2 home runs. He's neutral and fit. He's got about average speed. He's got a little bit better than average fielding, and he's got a very good arm. So Churl Dangerfield now in for Brian Pickleford.
That one makes it in for a strike. 0-1 the count. She hits one, a little liner straight to Ladar.
There you
first
go,
out.
right to Ladar. 1 down, Dusty Winters, tense but fit. He's hit .333 on the season. All of his stats are in the turlet. First pitch, he runs that right back up into center field. Jackie Slam will pick it up and make the throw to first. Wow. Never seen that before.
Almost get him. Hanley Dexter is now 0 for 3. 351. He's got a slow runner first base with 1 out. And a long hill to climb. He hits it hard to center field. It's going back, but that's going to be caught at the track by Jackie Slam for that 2nd out.
2 down, runner at first base, top of the 8th. Beewolves losing 6-0. Buster Biggs tense but fit. He's 0 for 3 today, hitting .293, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. And 2 down. So first pitch is in there for called strike, even though it's high and inside, but still a strike.
Yeah.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. There's a shot. That's going to be foul along the first baseline. And Buster Biggs now is behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Oh, ball 2. Count is evened up. 2-2. That's popped up on the infield. The catcher's out in front of home plate, calling everybody off. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. So we're heading into the bottom of the 8th. Nemesis 6 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Beewolves no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Mamori Aoshima 2 for 3. Flash Ladar 1 for 3. And Heidi Mabetz 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Winters at 11 pitches, giving up 2 hits.
Memori Aoshima.
Memoria Aoshima is tense but fit. She's 2 for 3 today, though. So I'm surprised she's still tense.
Yeah, it's pretty good for being tense.
Pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's in there for a call strike 2. So Aoshima now in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Winder delivers high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen's low, ball 2. And the count is now evened up. 2-2. That's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs to Memoria Aoshima, the catcher. There's a shot. Oh, that's going to get into center field. That'll be a leadoff single for Aoshima. So again, 3 for 4 today, Aoshima. The tense Aoshima. Flash Ladar, the locked in and fit Flash Ladar. He's 1 for 3 today. Runner at first does not have a lot of speed, so not a threat to steal. First pitch to Ladar is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's low ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Runner at first base. Fouled straight back, and now Lazar finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's fouled off. Lazar will get another pitch. That's in there for a called 3rd strike. Lazar takes the pitch. Heidi Mabetz, the starting pitcher, she's locked in. It fit 0 for 2 today. Runner at first base, and Aoshima, the catcher, not a lot of speed, 1 out. Hopefully Mabetz can hit into a double play here. She's going to go ahead and she's going to, no, dummy. He should have gone to first. So she bunted, and Winder picked up through the second, never had a chance of getting Aoshima, so everybody's safe now with 1 out. And Isabel Stevens, the hard-hitting third baseman, steps in. She pounded that into center field, and it's caught. And the throw in is going to be not in time, as Aoshima will take 3rd on the long fly ball. So runners at 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. Jackie Slam, the center fielder, she steps in. That's fouled back with no balls. 1 strike with 2 outs. There's a roller, and oh no. And they just get her. This is cacophony. Laura Franco dove to get the ball. She couldn't corral it, so it was up to Gina Torrens to pick it up, who then flipped to Dusty Winder, who just beat her. So we're heading into the top of the 9th. Bertha Banks 2 for 3, Laura Franco 0 for 3, and Billy LeBoink 0 for the day as well. Bertha Banks, the third baseman's neutral, and pitches 2 for 3 with a double and a single.
It's a good night for Bertha Banks, unlike the rest of her team. That one was way up and inside. Good eye there. 1-0 the count to Bertha. That one's a little roller past the mound. A comebacker missed it. She's not going to get it in time, is she? Holy cow. Almost got her.
That was close. That was close. Bertha Banks is with a single, a leadoff single. Laura Franco steps in. She's 0 for 1 today. 0 for 3 today, I'm sorry. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's high ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Runner at first base. That's smashed foul along the third baseline. And Franco is now behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There it is. That's going to drop, and that should be fair. And that's going to get into the corner. And everybody's coming around, and I don't know. Yeah, Bertha Banks is going to hold up at 3rd. So runners at 2nd and 3rd now with nobody out.
All right.
Billy LeBoink stepping in.
Nice, no outs. Now an outfield single, bringing 2 runs, and there goes Mabetz. They finally got to her. She's leaving in the top of the 9th, and in comes Binky Stevens, the relief pitcher. He's got a 6.99 ERA, a 1.98 WHIP, and 27 Ks. He throws the ball with a fair enough speed. He's not doesn't have much junk on it, but he's accurate. And he's not rested he's played recently. Throws a 4-finger, the 2-finger, and a fork pitch. So to look out there, and Billy LeBoink likes his pitches high, so we'll have to see what happens there. That one misses high. 1-0 the count. Pressure up here. Shaka Sports there. There's a hard hit, and that's gonna be extra bases. We're gonna get 2 runs on that. Even Billy LeBoink is gonna slide in for second with the double. And it's now 6-2.
All right. Now Gina Torrens, the second baseman, stepping in. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. LeBoink at second base does not have a lot of speed. He's not a threat to steal, but there's no outs. Runner at second. Gina Torrens swings and misses. That's in there for a called second strike, and Torrens is behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a roller to the third baseman who's going to make the throw to first and get Torrens, but Billy LeBoink stayed at second, so 1 out, runner at second still.
And that brings in Magic Moore, who's 0 for 3. 1 out in the top of the 9th. That one's inside, but it's there for strike. The umps really likes his pitches inside. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's quickly in the hole. 0-2 the count. So he had the defensive swing at a high pitch there. Fouled off. Still 0-2. Gets that third pitch inside.
Come on. Freaking inside crap. Eliza Peck, the catcher, 0 for 3 today. 2 outs now with a runner at second base. God, come on. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. There's a roller to Stevens. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first for the 3rd out, and there's the ball game. And the Beewolves lose again.
Oh, boy.
I think that's their season. I don't think they're getting in the playoffs this year.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I mean, are we at the wrong difficulty level?
I don't know, but it's all over the place. I mean, and it's I don't know. Sour grapes at this point, I guess. I'd have to watch it back after I rested. But some of these calls that the ump is making are just, come on,
We couldn't keep them off the board the first 3 innings. They score in the first, score in the second, 2 in the third, and we couldn't get. And then they get 2 more in the 7th.
Right.
And we couldn't get anything until the top of the 9th. We had two runs on 8 hits with an error.
Yeah.
To their 6 runs on 11 hits with an error. So they're gonna best us on the season at least 2. They beat us both times now, so we're gonna hope to get out of here with this, with 1 apiece and 1 out of 3. Handley Dexteris goes 0 for 4. Buster Biggs goes 0 for 4. Bertha Banks showed up. She was 3 for 4, and other than that, Torrens was 2 for 4, but Magic Moore, Eliza Peck, useless. Yeah.
Yep. All our big hitters.
Yeah.
Franco 1 for 4. LeBoink 1 for 4. He's usually pretty solid. 1 for 4, just don't cut it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just don't cut it. And like I say, Dexteris and Biggs. Biggs hasn't hit well all season, I don't think. I'm not sure where his batting average is, but we'd have to take a look. Yeah. Eliza Peck usually is hitting better than that. And it's hard because, Steve Monstour's not hitting that well either lately. So we got 2 catchers that aren't really hitting the ball.
Yeah. And then on the other side, you got mostly 2 batters who took us apart. Jock Sports and Javi Adder scored 5 other 5 of their RBIs.
Yeah. Aoshima 3 for 4.
Yeah. Good night for her. Pitching, Frangipani gets the loss. So she throws 6 2/3 innings, gets 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 9
strikeouts.
9 Ks. So, but gave up 4 runs, gave up a home run. Her ERA is 5.24. She's 4-3 now. Still got a winning record, 4-3 in the season. Dusty Winder comes in, throws 1 1/3 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 earned run, strikes 1 out. His ERA is at a 5.25, just slightly worse than France. He's 1-1-1 in the season.
And then for the Nemesis, Heidi Mabetz gets the win. She pitched 8 innings. She gave up 7 hits, only 2 earned runs. She did wind up with 5 strikeouts, and that's saying something for a K-Dud.
Yeah.
She got 5 strikeouts on the day. Her ERA improves to 5.46, and her record improves to 2-3. Binky Stevens came in, pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, had 1 strikeout. His ERA is at 6.75, and his record remains 4 wins and 2 losses. So, and again, it's the offense. I mean, you go from scoring, what was it, 12 runs in the last game to not being able to score anything until the 9th. Yeah. First star of the game, Jock Sports, the shortstop. He was 2 for 4 with a triple, a double, had 3 RBIs, and he scored 3 runs himself. So,
another A-ranked player then gets the second star, Javi Adder. Like I said, he's played right field at number 16, 2 for 3 with a home run, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run.
And then the third star of the day, Heidi Mabetz, obviously the Nemesis starting pitcher. 8 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, and had 5 strikeouts. As it breaks down, Tommy G with 4 hits, 1 great catch, 1 stolen base, 5 strikeouts for 54% contribution. Pete J with 4 hits, 2 RBIs, 5 strikeouts, 1 bean batter for a 46% contribution.
Well, let's see what this looks like now.
Yeah.
Oh, divisional loss, yes. So
we've had a lot of them. I mean, we've had a lot of divisional losses. We have not bested any teams in our division. The Herbert Source took us those 2 games in a row. Yeah. Water Bullets. Well, we've split with the Water Bullets. So the signing game will be game 40. That's where we'll decide that one.
Well, we now got a 500 record. We're 17-17. Let's see if we look at the wild card. We're 2 games out of the wild card. The Water Bullets are ahead of us at 18-15. We're 17-17. I mean, we could still do it. But then the Herbisaurs are 18-14. So
was a plus 29 run differential.
Yeah. But
That's the thing. It's just winding up with we'd have to try and have a better record than they do.
Yeah.
Or we're going to have a better run differential than they do, and I don't know if. I mean, again, it's not over. We still got 9 more games, but we're gonna have to play, error-free baseball. We got to win all of these games, and we got to win them decidedly. We got to we got to run up scores.
So many losses. Do you want to switch to 51?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we could do that.
We don't have to, but.
We've been playing 52 at this point. I don't know. I mean, it's just.
Let's see here. When did we? When we switched over?
Yeah, I think it was game 23 or something like that.
Yeah, 5. We lose 5-4. Lose 5-2. Lose 11-0. Lose 3-0. Get 1-6-1. Lose 4-0. Lose 3-2. Lose 2-1. Lose 9-4. Win 9-5. Lose 14-13. Lose 6-2. Oh. So if that's the case, 23 you said?
I think somewhere. Yeah, it was because that was about the midpoint of the season, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then we went through that third quarter, and it was horrible. We just had a horrible time. And now we've started the fourth quarter, and we're still losing.
7, 8, 2-9. Yeah, we're 2-10 in our last 12.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then we face Harbormouth tomorrow. We got Levon starting.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but yeah, things are different. I don't get it. Like I said, just a minute, you start thinking, come off of the win from over the Overdogs, 9-5.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, we get to the Sawteeth, and we run up this huge lead, and you're thinking, okay, we figured it out. We figured it out. And then they come back in literally the last 2 innings.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. And that's where the between the Overdog game and the Sawteeth game, that's where the update came through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you get to the 8th inning, and like you said, we changed pitchers. It didn't seem to matter. Nothing we did seemed to matter.
Yeah.
And that's what irks me.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if we do need to drop down deep. I don't know. Well, we can talk about that offline. Anyway, Buster Biggs got new contacts, which improved his contact. He goes from 65 to a 67. It's pretty good.
Well, that's good because he was 0 for the day.
Yeah, no joke. Right?
He just played.
Yeah.
So if it's going to help as a contact, that'll be great. Gabby Gaines has lowered her asking price.
Oh, yeah. Have a 2.7 now.
Yeah.
Right. She's a right field catcher. But her shoulder hurts.
Oh.
Yeah, so she loses 2 on her arm, which wasn't that impressive to begin with.
No. Jason Parsons, in a rash of what's happening around the league, offended a Heaters coach and was replaced by Doug Nerdward.
Ah. Yeah.
So Nerdward is coming in for $2,700,000.
Yeah, we had Doug starred.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
and it makes sense because he's got they're going to get a plus 24 in their velocity. They're getting a bump on this junk. He loses a lot in accuracy, but he's got he's a better hitting pitcher as well. Yeah. He's also known as a K dud, so that's not good. But they save a little bit of money as well.
Yeah, it's a good move for the Burners there, and so yeah, it'll be good for Doug there getting got another team. We knew him down in Fort Lauderdale. All right.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's that. We'll wrap things up here and move out of. We'll just see you at the next game. We got.
Yep.
We gotta maintain. We can't take a losing record. We're playing 500 ball.
We're gonna see Doug Nerdward.
Yeah,
because we got the next game against the Nemesis, and then we're playing the Hot Corners.
No, he's on the. He's on the Heaters.
Oh, he's on. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Heaters. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, we won't see him. We'll see Johnson Swanson. But all right, well, okay. Until then, I guess this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.